Vande Guru Padadvandam Bhakta Vrinda Samanvitam Chaitanya Prabhum Vande Nityananda Sahoditam Shri Nandanandanam Vande Radhika Charanadayam Gopijana Samayuktam Vrindavana Manoharam Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langate Girim Yat Kripadam Aham Vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shadaita Gadadha Shri Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. First of all, I offer my Sashtagdanda Pranam to the lotus feet of my Gurudev, Nitya Prishtam Vishnupada Stotra Shata Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav of Puri Goswami Maharaj. I pray for his causeless mercy, and I give my Sashtagdanda Pranam to all our Rupanuga Guru Vargas. Today especially, to Srila Jiva Goswami Pad, whose appearance day we also celebrate today. I'm praying for their causeless mercy. And I give my Sashtagdanda Pranam to the lotus feet of Srila Bhakti Vichar Vishnu Goswami Maharaj. Bhakti Sadhak Muni Maharaj. I'm praying for their mercy. And I give my Sashtagdanda Pranam to all present Vaishnavas, guests. I'm praying for the causeless mercy of all. So where to start? It's really a good day. Ekadashi Tithi. Together, and the Dvadasi Tithi somehow fall together. I'm not an astrologer. I have no idea how this is calculated, but we have our pandits in our mission, so they calculate the calendar. And Ekadashi is the best day for the devotion. Less effort, more result you will get. So if you come every Ekadashi, it's better than you come every day of the month and except Ekadashi. Therefore, temples in India are full. Ekadashi, devotees go, pray, hear Harikatha. Best is do Nam Sankirtan and they hear about Krishna. And today is also Srila Jiva Goswami's appearance day. I guess you have no idea who is. The devotees have some idea, some they know more. I have a small picture at least of Jiva Goswami. He is the uncle of his Rupa Goswami. He is our main acharya. We are called Rupanugas, following to Rupa Goswami. And Jiva Goswami is the nephew, his brother's son. So they are very important acharyas in our line. Brilliant scholars, absolutely genius, superhuman. If you go into their writings, no ordinary human being can write such things. It's completely inconceivable how they write this. Srila Jiva Goswami, it's not sure whether he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or not directly. Some say yes, some say no. Then he was a very small child, very infant child at that time. Means he appeared approximately 500 years ago. But he met Srila Jiva Goswami, Srila Nityananda Prabhu, 100%, that is sure. And Nityananda Prabhu, he came to Navadvip, to West Bengal, the birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Jiva Goswami, he was on the way there. So Nityananda was already waiting for him. Nityananda means Balaram, Krishna's brother, came as Nityananda in the Kali Yuga. So Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for those who don't know. And his brother Balaram came as Nityananda. So Nityananda Prabhu, he was waiting for Jiva Goswami. And they were doing the first Navadvip Parikrama. So Nityananda personally, he took him to all the places. He brought him to Sachimata, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mother. Sachimata offered some prasadam to Jiva Goswami with her own hands. Means Yashoda Devi came as a Sachimata. So all Krishna's Leela from Dwapara Yuga, they come in Kali Yuga also. And they made the first parikrama. And Jiva Goswami, when he went to the place of Srivas Angan, that is one place, Narad Muni came in Gaura Leela, he came as Srivas Thakur. So Narad Muni, what he's doing? Kirtan. Wherever he's going, Narayan, Narayan, he's chanting only Krishna's names. So when he came here in Kali Yuga, what he was doing? only Kirtan. He had 4 brothers. There were 5 brothers actually, but one brother, that is Narayana's father, Narayana's husband, Vrindavan Das Thakur's father, he passed away very early, so he's not, so generally they're known as 4 brothers. They were doing only Kirtan. Narad Muni was one, Parvata Muni, Narad Muni's friend, came also as his younger brother. Only do Kirtan, nothing else, and little Shalagram worship and Bhagavatam, and forget everything else. So, and that house, that is still now is one temple in Navadvip, if you go, Srivasangan. So when Jiva Goswami entered there, he became unconscious, and whole Mahaprabhu's Kirtan manifested, and all that was not more manifest. Mahaprabhu already left, but everything manifested again, and Jiva Goswami was thinking, I will never leave this place, I will stay here forever. This is the place of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Kirtan. But there's another plan for Jiva Goswami. He could not stay in that place. Nityananda Prabhu himself, he sent him to Varanasi, because Varanasi was the place of scholarship. And they sent Jiva Goswami to study. And he studied grammar and the Sanskrit properly, really deeply he studied that. And Varanasi is the place of Shiva. And Varanasi is the place of Mayavadis or monists. So generally the Mayavadis thinking the Vaishnavas, they are just singing and dancing. But Mayavadis, they study Shastra properly, deeply, and for years. You have to study Sanskrit Shastra. If you take Panini's grammar, you have to study minimum 12 years, only grammar. Then after you have to study the words and the many other things, the vocabulary. So Jiva Goswami was studying everything, but never opened his mouth. Just studying and studying and studying. And until the scholars of Varanasi, one day they asked Jiva Goswami some questions. They were thinking he's a Vaishnava, just come here to, they are like sentimentalists, just with bhava, singing and crying. But then they start asking him questions, and Jiva Goswami answered one question, second question. They go deep and deep and deep, and he answered every question like perfectly. And they were all shocked. They never expected him to be so learned. So then they were all deciding, we will give Jiva Goswami one title, he will become Acharya. He knows more than us, he is more qualified. Then Jiva Goswami left. When this fame came to him, Pratishtha came to him, he went to Vrindavan. He did not want that. And he went to Vrindavan, and he met Rupa Goswami and his other uncle, elder uncle, Sanatan Goswami and the others, and they were living completely like they're nothing. One kopin, one blanket, and that's it. Living every night under one tree. Even not staying under the same tree, changing the tree that they not become attached to a tree. So, but the consciousness, Gopi Bhavara Samritapta Lahari Kalola Magno Muhu Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopalako. Consciousness is always in Gopi Bhava Rasamrita Abdilahari. In the waves of the Gopi Bhava, they're crying, fully absorbed in that. And they're writing wonderful books, sitting under the tree, taking palm leaves, and with the fingernails scratching inside, and after put some color that will stick in the drawing, what you make with your fingernails. Like this, they were writing books. No possibility to erase anything, to correct anything, to do. But what they were writing, it's incredible. Jiva Goswami and his brother Rupa Goswami, together they write, I think, 500,000 verses. Just imagine, they have no computer, no library, nothing, everything from the mind, from the memory. They're quoting from all Shastra, from everywhere. Jiva Goswami just memorized everything and then quoting from, it's incredible. If you read, I have some books here of Jiva Goswami that Sandarbhas he wrote, like to explain Bhagavatam. He's quoting from all Shastras, from Vedas, from Puranas, from these, from Tantras, from these, from everywhere he's quoting. That is incredible. And how he's putting forward one argument after another, he will disarm anything. What is against this, his Siddhanta, what he's establishing, nothing can stand in front of him. So Jiva Goswami, he is the protector of our Sampradaya. What Rupa Goswami, what Sanatana Goswami wrote, these books, Jiva Goswami proof. He gave from Shastra, he gave the proof, everything is correct, everything is based on Shastra. He gave that proof. But in such it's a genius way. It's very difficult to understand. Now we have English translation with a commentary, with big commentary to try to understand Jiva Goswami's words. But so brilliant, and just they're living, they have nothing. And like this, they're writing books. Summer time is hot, winter time is cold, but consciousness is completely clear, fully inside. And all the Leelas, they explain deeply, deeply. So all realizations also coming to the Goswamis, and they write down these wonderful books. And Jiva Goswami also, he wrote one Sanskrit grammar. Himself, he studied Panini's grammar. That is the most famous Sanskrit grammar, Panini. But Panini is, they say, the first programmer, not the first IT man. He's Panini because he wrote everything into sutras, and every sutra got one shortcut, and these shortcuts he puts together to another. So he gave every sutra, every explanation, everything he established got one shortcut. Then many shortcuts together give another shortcut. So like this, he made a computer program. At the end, perfect result will come. Any input you get, you will get a perfect output. So nowadays, IT people, they study Panini's grammar, how he did that. So he put this, I think 5,000 sutras into 80, in very few pages actually. Ashtadhyaya means only 8 chapters. He put very small because he made this, he created a new language basically to explain the Sanskrit. Panini, he did not create actually, listen, when Lord Shiva was playing the Damaru, all these shortcuts came from Shiva's Damaru, and Panini just wrote them down. Lord Shiva gave him this. So Jiva Goswami, he studied that. But he said the study for Vaishnavas to study grammar is like desert. There is no rasa. Because like Panini made this short with arch, arc, lut, dek, like all this, there's no rasa. Just some combinations of letters. So Jiva Goswami said that is like desert. But Vaishnavas should study also grammar, because how you will understand Shastra without that? So he wrote one grammar also, that is called Harinama Amrita Vyakaranam. Means the Vyakaranam grammar full of Harinama Amrita. Everything he explained, what Panini used, arch, arc, this, that, he put Krishna's names there. So he made the same system like Panini. He always referring also to Panini in his book. Every sutra Jiva Goswami is establishing, he puts also, Panini says this. That is his like term, his sangya, they say in Sanskrit, to term everything. So Panini, so he gave, when Panini gave one shortcut, Jiva Goswami gave Krishna's name. And the beginning is the letters. So all letters come from Narayan. That is how Jiva Goswami starts. Narayan Adbhuta Varna Kramadvayam. All letters come one after another from Narayan. Then first are the vowels. In Sanskrit there are 14 vowels. O, A, I, U, Ri, Ri, Li, Li, A, I, O. These 14 vowels there. So he calls them Sarveshwaras. Means the Supreme Lord, independent Lord. Because vowels can stand independent. Then the letters, the consonants, he calls Harijans. Harijans means devotees. Devotees cannot be independent, they need the Lord. So the consonant need the vowel to stand. So the Harijans mean they need also Sarveshwara, so they stand together. So in this way he put in a wonderful way all this grammar, and many puns, many jokes he puts also inside in this grammar, and many, like the Siddhanta also he established by just using the proper names for the proper groups of letters and grammatical rules. He put many Siddhantas. Wonderful. This is a genius. A human being cannot do that. Ordinary human being. This is coming. This is revealed knowledge. So then he calls the long vowels, he calls them, the short one today is Vamana, they call it Vamana, because Vamana means dwarf. So the short A, I, U, Ri, he calls them Vamana. And the long one, when Vamana becomes long, it becomes Trivikram, so the long vowels, they're called Trivikram. And in this way, he goes through the whole grammar. It's really wonderful. And one pun I remember, when he's explaining Shabda, means the words, the declination of words. That words ending in A, they are called Krishna. Very simple, clear. No? So the Krishna Shabda, the Krishna words, so he's giving that declination of Krishnas to all the cases of Sanskrit. Sanskrit has 8 cases and 3 numbers. There is singular, plural, and also dual number, and many things there. So he gives everything. And then is also Sambodhana, means vocative in Sanskrit. And when Krishna you put into vocative, if Krishna is nominative, Krishna is doing something, it's called actually Krishnaha. Krishnaha karoti, Krishna is doing something. No? But if you call Krishna, it's Krishna. That means, I don't, some know that aha, that dropped, no? It's only Krishna, not Krishnaha. So that is called Visarga. Visarga is dropped. Then he's writing very beautiful. That Visarga, he calls Buddha. That is added to the nominative. Buddha is added. But when you call Krishna, Buddha disappears. So it becomes Krishna. If a devotee calls Krishna Buddha, means all this impersonal philosophy disappears. So in this way, he putting many these nice jokes inside this grammar, but they are full of Siddhanta. That is just little of his genius, and he wrote so many books and so many shastras and so many things he quoted. So that today is his appearance day. We pray to Sri Jiva Goswami's lotus feet. He protect also the Siddhanta in our heart, that no nonsense will come inside. Nowadays, coming from all sides, many ideas. So Sri Jiva Goswami, he's protecting. And he became the leader of all the Vaishnavas. When his uncle left this world, his uncle, then he became the leader. Any problem was there, any debate was there, they all went to Srila Jiva Goswami. And also, he accepted Rupa Goswami before, when he came to Vrindavan, he accepted Rupa Goswami as his Shiksha Guru. And they also gave a perfect example of disciple and guru, how to live. So Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami, they were living together. Hari. And Rupa Goswami was writing Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. That is one very important book for us. And one day he was writing in Vrindavan, one place is called Terikadamba, where Krishna was calling the cows with the flute. So Rupa Goswami, he stayed there and was writing that Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Then once Vallabha Acharya came, who was a contemporary, but he was Acharya, so he came to visit Rupa Goswami. And he was asking, Rupa Goswami, what are you writing? Then Rupa Goswami showed him his writing. He's writing Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And he's writing in one verse that as long there are 2 witches inside the heart, 2 pishachi, witches, namely the desire for mukti and the desire for bhukti, the desire for liberation and desire for enjoyment, as long as these witches are in the heart, bhakti will never come. How one bhakti, which is a Devi, a noble lady, how she will sit with witches in the heart? So first these witches has to go out. Then when Vallabhacharya saw this verse, he said, Rupa, this is not proper. How you can write this? I mean, bhakti, enjoyment is not good. I agree. But what is bad about mukti? Mukti is pure. What is bad about that? You should change this. And the Vallabhacharya was very senior. You can put out more asanas. There are more, no? Here. Just put for everyone. Take some asana. So, maybe some. Vallabhacharya spoke to Srila Rupa Goswami, this is not correct, you should not use, because why you compare mukti with a witch? This is not proper. Mukti is pure, witch is evil, this is dirty. Then Rupa Goswami said, okay, I will do, because he's a senior. Then Vallabhacharya left, and Jiva Goswami also left. He told to Rupa Goswami, oh uncle, I go to bring some water from some place. Then Vallabhacharya left and Jiva Goswami ran after him and said, oh, Maharaj, you did not understand properly. There is no mistake in the writing of Rupa Goswami. He did not say mukti is bad, he said the desire for mukti is bad. This is the difference, and this is only for Vaishnavas. Somebody wants mukti, that is no problem. But Vaishnavas should not want mukti, they want bhakti. So nothing bad about mukti, only the desire for those who, this is Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, this is for bhaktas who want to practice bhakti. So for them, the desire for mukti, that is a witch. You should. Then Vallabhacharya said, yes, you're right. So he went back to Rupa Goswami and said, oh, whatever you write is correct. And your disciple is very brilliant. He explained everything to me. Haribol. Those who come late have to sit in the first row. We have more asanas here you can take. That is not a punishment, that is a boon. So Vallabhacharya said to Rupa Goswami, oh, your disciple is so brilliant. I made a mistake, I did not understand everything what you write is correct. Rupa Goswami said also okay. Before he said okay, it's wrong, now he says right, is also okay. Then when Jiva Goswami came, Rupa Goswami he said to him, now you go, leave this place. This is Vrindavan, you don't know what is Vrindavan. Vrindavan is for humble devotees. You have no humility, who are you to tell to Vallabhacharya something? Go, leave this place, go out from Vrindavan, this is not your place. What Jiva Goswami has done wrong? He defended his guru's words. He has done nothing wrong. But Rupa Goswami said, this is Vrindavan, this is the place of Radha Krishna. Here is no place for argument. You go, leave this place. So Jiva Goswami, he was devastated. He did with his good intention. He was thinking, my guru is right. This is a disciple's duty also. If somebody criticizes my guru, finds fault in my guru's writing, I have to stand up and say something. So Jiva Goswami did that, but Rupa Goswami said no. He rejected him. You go, leave this place. Then Jiva Goswami, he had to go also. He cannot argue with his guru. So he went. And he stopped eating. He said, if my guru rejects me, what is the use to live? I have nothing. So he went near to Radha Kunda and was living in one cave and stopped eating and just waiting when death will come. So that time Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami's elder brother, his uncle also, Jiva Goswami's elder uncle, he came to Radha Kunda and they were begging Madhukari. They went from house to house begging some chapati, some little, that is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, shushka roti and channa, means dry chapati, no ghee and little channa. They were eating very simple. So they were begging. Then Sanatana Goswami came to one house and he was calling inside the mother, oh Bhavati Bhiksham Jehi, your mother, you give some bhiksha, some alms. Then no response came from inside. The mother was cooking and busy. Then Sanatana Goswami called second time, oh Bhavati Bhiksham Jehi. Then the mother called, Baba, wait, no problem, I'm coming, but little busy, I will come. Then she came, gave him some channa and some roti and said, oh Baba, why are you so greedy? You should see this other Baba, he's never asking for anything. And Sanatana Goswami became curious, who is that Baba? Who is that? She told, he's so austere, he's never asking anything. Why are you asking? I listen you, but I was a little busy. Then Sanatana Goswami asked her, who is this Baba? Yeah, he's living there, you go, see him. Then Sanatana Goswami went, and then he saw it was Jiva Goswami. almost dead. He stopped eating everything. He was completely thin. Then he asked him what happened. And Jiva Goswami explained the whole story. Then Sanatana Goswami took him and gave him back to Rupa Goswami. He said, "Do you please accept him? He has done nothing wrong." He has done. So Rupa Goswami accepted because he was elder brother. Elder brother gave him this order. So in this way they established how to perfectly live in Braj. I mean, we are light years away from this standard. That is, nobody can live like Goswamis in Braja. Nothing they have. Rupa and Sanatan, they were prime minister and finance minister of Hussain Shah, of the Bengal, of the Mughal who was ruling Bengal. They were living like kings. They left everything and left to live on the trees. Nothing they have. So, but they were always happy, always in ecstasy. So this little about our Jiva Goswami. On these days, appearance day of the Vaishnavas, if you speak about them, we pray to them, they will give more mercy. On this day, they are more merciful. And also today is the appearance day of Vamana Dev. This is a very big Leela actually. In Bhagavatam, many chapters are there, maybe 10 chapters or something. It's long. There is also Vamana Puran, is also there, more Leelas are there. In Vishnu Puran also there is mentioned. So that is a big Leela, this very famous Leela. And there is also many teachings also inside. So what happened? How much time we have? We can at least something speak about Vamana Dev. What happened? The demigods and the demons, they were churning the milk ocean. And then everything came, so many things came. Finally, Dhanvantari came with the Amrita, with the nectar. Then the demons immediately snatched that nectar from the hands of Dhanvantari. Then the demigods are praying. Then Mohini Murti appeared. Then Mohini, by her beauty, she's Vishnu actually, she's male inside, but she came with female appearance. So beautiful that all demons became mad. Everybody was asking, "Who are you? Who is your father?" Everybody was thinking, maybe, hopefully you're not married. Everybody want to marry her. So she told, "Okay, just you demons, you all sit down. Why you trust a woman who has no protector?" First she was joking with them. "You trusting her? I have no husband, I have no father with me, I have no elder brother, nothing. Why you trust me?" But they said, "No, whatever you say, we will follow you." They were completely charmed by her beauty. Then she said, "Okay, sit in rows. The upper portion, that is like dal. If you cook dal and you let it stand, all the dal will go down. And up is," she said, "You see, this is like this. Only water is up. I will give to the demigods the water. I will give you the substance." Then they say, yes, very good plan. So she distributed all the nectar. There is no difference in the nectar between up and down. So she distributed all the nectar to the demigods until they realized. Then they start fighting. Then they were all fighting heavily. Then the demons used all their Maya, all their illusion. Then they were almost defeating the demigods. Then they called for Vishnu. Then Vishnu came and killed them all. And Indra killed Bali, and they killed all the demons. Then Shukracharya, he has this Sanjeevani power. It's a nice history how he got that, but we have no time today. That is very nice. How he got it from Lord Shiva, actually, this Sanjeevani power. Lord Shiva, he said, "I will teach this Sanjeevani Shakti, this mantra, this science. Anyone who can hang down, head down for 1 month and is breathing the smoke from the sacrificial fire, I will teach to him." And when Brihaspati heard, gave up. He said, "Impossible, I cannot do that." Shukracharya said, "I will do." Shukracharya is more powerful. Then Lord Shiva started sacrificial fire, and there was one tree, and Shukracharya was hanging down, upside down, and breathing that smoke of the sacrificial fire. Then time was passing, and Indra became very worried. "Oh my God, Shukracharya, you get this Sanjeevani power. Now if we defeat the demons, they will again become so how?" So he was worried up and down. He was saying, "But you cannot go here. I cannot kill Shukracharya. He is protected by Lord Shiva." If somebody is doing tapasya for a demigod, that demigod will protect that person. Or if you do for Krishna, then not anybody can come and just kill or do something. So Indra, he did already a lot of nonsense to come to this story. He disrespected his guru, he killed one Brahmin, then he killed one Vaishnava, Brittasura, he was a Vaishnava, so already what to do? That already happened all before, so he cannot do that again. So then Indra's daughter, Jayanti, came and said, Father, I will do. Don't worry, I'm a girl, nobody will stop a girl. Because the demons are protected also, not everybody can come and disturb, but everybody will let the girl inside. So she took one basket, put some flowers, put some incense, put some camphor, what do you need for it, and took a handful of red chili. Also she took everything put in the basket. So she came there and offering everything in the fire. Finally she took that red chili, crushed that red chili and put in the fire. Can imagine what is coming, what smoke is coming, pungent, is biting. Huh? So Shukracharya was hanging there and that smoke came inside. And his eyes, everything got burned. Then Shukracharya, but he's not ordinary. Then he just closed his eyes, closed his mouth, closed his nose and stopped breathing. Until that 1 month was finished. So Jayanti failed. She tried, she was thinking she would be successful, but she failed. Then that month was finished. Then Shukracharya came down from the tree. Then he got also that science. Then Jayanti was very worried, oh my Shukracharya, what to do now? So she went there and she asked, I will become your maidservant. She wants to marry him. The only one, you accept me as your maidservant, because otherwise he will curse. No? So she became the wife, actually. Indra's daughter, married to Shukracharya. So that after Indra's son, he got this. It's another long story. I will not go to this now. Hare Krishna. So finally, he got this also, this science. It's next time maybe we have time. So, but then what happened? All were killed. All the demons were killed. Bring some asana. You can come inside also. Here is also space. If you come also here is no problem. I'll sit here. So then Shukracharya, he took Bali Maharaj and all demons and gave them life again. So they were very grateful to Shukracharya. Bali Maharaj, he was killed. Bhagavatam says he was killed. Some say he was injured heavily, but he got life from his guru. So then he surrendered to his guru. I mean, if somebody gives you life again, what kind of relationship you establish, no? So he surrendered and Shukracharya said to him, now I will give you all power, don't worry. So he called many Brahmins and they made many yagas. He made 100 yagas, one after another. He made all yagas and finally from the yagas, one chariot came, one armor came, some weapons came, one garland came, everything came. And they gave everything to Bali Maharaj. So Bali Maharaj became invincible, more or less. And all Brahmins blessed him. And then Bali Maharaj went to heaven. With the conch, he was just blowing the conch, then Indra was already fearing. And all the demigoddesses, the ladies there, they all were around, they all were afraid. And Indra went to Brihaspati. Brihaspati told, just run. Take your things and go. You have nothing. Not even the Supreme Lord can do anything now. Only time can do that. Only time is the defeat of everyone. So the demigods, they just disappeared, changed their form, disappeared. All they left. Indrapuri was empty. Then just Bali Maharaj entered inside and took over. And all demigods became homeless beggars. They have nothing. They have nothing. So at that time, the mother of the demigods, Aditi, she was suffering. If your children, they become beggars in the street, how you will feel? Can you sleep? No, it cannot. So she was crying. Then when her husband Kashyapa Muni came, he was in forest, he did some tapasya. When he completed tapasya, he came. Then she he saw she's crying. Then he's asking what happened. You did not fulfill your dharma. You did some mistake. Some guest was unhappy, or what happened? Nothing of this. She was crying because her children. But Kashyapa Muni is a Muni. He's no attachment with wife, children, and these things. He's doing his dharma. So he was thinking about dharma also. But then he realized, no, something is going on. So tell me what is going on. So Aditi said, my sons lost everything. They are beggars, they are homeless. So how they will get back everything? And Kashyapa, he said, only one thing you have to do, please Supreme Lord Hari, you have to please him. By this, you can get everything. Then he explained to her one brata. She did that, one payo brata. You're drinking only milk for 12 days and you do all your duties and you serve the Brahmins and the Vaishnavas and the Lord and everything and you full austerity and you serve everyone and you just take little milk for 12 days and pray, and it's beautiful if you read the description here. Then Aditi did like that. Then after 12 days, Supreme Lord appeared. He was pleased. Because this Payobrata, that Lord Brahma, he explained this to Kashyapa, and Kashyapa explained to his wife. And it's mentioned in Bhagavatam. This is the best brata if you want to please Hari. It's very powerful. In Kali Yuga, you have only Nam Sankirtan. There's no other. It's difficult to follow these things. No? So the Supreme Lord appeared, and then wonderfully he said, I know everything, but I cannot defeat Bali Maharaj. He's too powerful because he's blessed by my Brahmins. So I cannot go against the blessings of my own Brahmins. Even I cannot defeat him. But because you prayed to me, you did this tapasya, I have to fulfill your desire. So what he did, if it's not going by standing in front of the battlefield, then what Krishna is doing? Cheating. Krishna is supreme cheater. He is Chauragraganna Purusha. He is the leader of all thieves. He is the supreme cheater. In Bhagavad Gita, he says, Jyutam Chalatamasmi. I am the cheating. In the gambling, I am cheating. So Krishna said, I will bring back the kingdom of your sons. So Krishna, after that, he entered into Kashyapa's heart. And from Kashyapa's heart, he entered into the womb of Aditi. Aditi became pregnant. Then demigods came also to pray. And when they prayed, then Vamana Dev, Lord Vamana Dev appeared on this day. Like today, some million years back or something. But on this day, Lord Vamana Dev appeared. It's beautifully mentioned. Maybe I can go to that appearance. Because it's many. When Lord Vamana Dev appeared. Yes. All were present, all demigods also came, everybody came, and the Lord appeared in his four-handed form, like Vishnu. He came with all Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, with all the symbols. He appeared. With beautiful lotus eyes, with all his ornaments, with the yellow dhoti, with beautiful hairs, and like a Vishnu, full opulence, he appeared. And all that whole here that is nicely mentioned. At that time, there was happiness in all directions, because Supreme Lord appeared. He appeared actually in heavenly planets, but the whole universe will become auspicious if the Lord makes his appearance here. So there was happiness in all directions. There was happiness in all the waters, like rivers and oceans. They also become happy. They are also persons. All become happy. In the core of everyone's heart, happiness also appeared. When Krishna appears, all happiness appears. So all the seasons, the 6 seasons, they appeared with their beauty, with their qualities. Like springtime is nice climate, summertime has this, autumn has clear skies. All they brought their opulence, all 6 seasons. And all living entities in the upper planetary system and the earth and the lower all became happy because of the appearance of the Supreme Lord. And even here, the demigods were happy, the cows were happy, the brahmanas were happy, the hills and mountains all were happy, the sacrificial fire are happy, all are happy, the elements are happy, the sky is happy, all are happy. Because when the Supreme Lord appears, all become happy. And here he appeared on this Shravan Dvadasi, that is now Shravan Dvadasi. When the moon came also in Shravana, and then the nakshatra was Abhijit, that is means victory, full victory, Haribol. So at that time, all the planets also, when the planets understood, oh, the Lord is appearing, so they also came in nice constellation. They give all blessings. And they call this here, Shukadev Goswami says in Bhagavatam, this Dvadashi is called Vijay Dvadashi also, when Lord Vamana appears, because he will bring victory. So all the Gandharvas start playing music, the Apsaras start dancing, all they do, whole universe, this is festival. Supreme, that is the main festival the Supreme Lord is appearing. This is the greatest festival for the whole universe, for every living entity, the Lord is appearing. So all they came, all they were singing His glories, all celestial beings, all they came, and the demigods also came. And the mother, Aditi, was very happy. I mean, a mother is happy if a child appears, but the Supreme Lord appears with your child. How happy you are. Father also all very happy. And the father, he was so happy. He is a Kashyapa, means a Brahmin. He doesn't know what to do. He became, because general Brahmins, they know they do all this jati karma, everything they have to do. But Kashyapa, he forgot what to do. Then all the demigods, all the rishis, all they came. So they put Kashyapa in front and told him what to do. So he was just doing all the birthrights. And then the Lord, first he appeared as a Vishnu. Then he took this form as a Vamana. Vamana means dwarf. Small and like a brahmachari. Very sweet brahmachari. So we have here also one actor. He was a little older, brahmachari, already can walk. So he appeared with all beauty, and then all the demigods are very happy, and they all gave some gift to that brahmachari. So the sun god came, he whispering the Gayatri mantra into Vamana's ear. I mean, he's Vamana, he's Vishnu, but this is Leela. Even if they know he's Vishnu, Aditi knew he's Vishnu, Kashyapa knew he's Vishnu, but he's so sweet that you have motherly feelings, that the demigods want to give something. Vishnu does not need anything. He is everything. He gives everything. He maintains everything. But the demigods, they came and they gave some gifts to him. Then, so the sun god gave the Gayatri mantra. Brihaspati gave the Brahmin thread. Then, what happened? He's making you also happy, no? You can imagine such a small boy makes you so much happy. How much a Supreme Lord will appear, how much he will become happy. This is Ananda himself in person appearing. Then everything Krishna is doing is also happiness. Everything Krishna will do. Even children, they give only happiness. So, then they all gave him. Mother Earth gave one deer skin for the brahmachari. Then one gave a danda. The moon god gave the danda. Aditi gave him some kopina. And Indra gave one umbrella. So like it became nice. And then Kuvera gave one begging pot. And the Parvati Mother gave the first donation. So in this way, and then he started. He's brahmachari, so he started to do some yajna. Then when the yajna finished, he left. Because he understood. Please, Canto. It's already, it's always the same. It's nothing new. It's okay, no problem. So, because we come out from the kata, that is also painful. So now you make a competition. So then he left heavenly planets. Then because why he came? To take back the kingdom, the heaven actually. So Bali Maharaj, he was on the earth planet and he was doing yagya on the banks of Saraswati, I think so. He was doing yagya. So Vamana Dev, he went. And when he went, he's a small, very small dwarf, but when he came on the earth, when he was moving, every step, the earth was also shaking. That he's Vishnu, everything is with him. So he came and went there, and he was very small, and he had a big umbrella. Indra gave him one big umbrella, so he was like a walking umbrella came there. From distance, you were thinking some umbrella is coming, but so much shining also. And many, because they know, everybody know, all Brahmins know Bali Maharaj. He is very generous, so if he will do yagya, so all Brahmins went, all sadhus went. And then when Vamana came, who was so sweet, then all sadhus became worried. Oh, I think he will get all the donations. He's so charming. So what about us? So they want to go faster. They were thinking we have big legs. He's small. So they went, but Vamana was first. That Vishnu, by his mystic power, he did. Then there was some river. They had to cross. The river was going to the navel, was water, but Vamana said he cannot cross. So he asked one sadhu to take him across. Very blessed soul. He could take Vishnu on his shoulders. So then he came, he appeared there. When he appeared, so much effulgence come, because he is the source of Brahman. Then all the Brahmins who are there, they were thinking, oh, sun god has come, or maybe the fire god himself has come, maybe Vishnu has come, so they don't know. Bali Maharaj also very happy. He see, oh, Brahmin has come, such a shining Brahmin. So he welcomed him. He immediately stood up, welcomed him, gave him one seat, washed his feet, did everything, and also praised him. He said, oh, this is the real fruit of this yagya. We get your darshan and your charnamrita he put on his head and the family's head also. Then he was looking and said, oh, it seems like you want something. You're a brahmachari, you know? Brahmachari means brahmachari dharma, you go begging. Brahmacharis go begging and give to the guru. So he said, maybe you want something. So Bali Maharaj, he is coming from Prahlad Maharaj's dynasty. So he said, in my dynasty, be a generous king. So whatever you want, take it. Whatever. So then Vamana, he said, this is nice teaching here. Maybe, I hope I will find that. I made some notes. Let's see. Vamana, he said, no, it's actually a Brahmin should not be greedy. One should not, it's not necessary to ask for anything. If someone has, here that is, Vamana Dev, Bhagavan himself said here this. If somebody has an uncontrolled mind, if you give him the 3 words, he will be not satisfied. Kannst du das Licht da neben dir ausschalten? Ne? Genau, das muss jetzt ein Dunkeln sein. So, no need anything. Better I have a controlled mind and you're happy. The Shastra it is said, if you are satisfied in your mind, you get the same happiness like up to Lord Brahma. From a king of this world, what he can enjoy, we have no idea. Who is king of the whole world, who rules everything, who is young, who has power, who is beautiful. How much he enjoys, you can have same enjoyment if you're satisfied. Same like Devatas, like Gandharvas, like even like Indra, you get the same enjoyment like Indra if you're satisfied with what is coming. So powerful is satisfaction. Even up to Brahma. Even the happiness of Lord Brahma, which is unlimitedly more than our happiness here on this earth planet. We have no idea. But you same happiness if you're just satisfied. So here the Vamana said the same. Even if I get the three worlds, if I'm not satisfied, I will still not be satisfied. If my mind is uncontrolled, so it's fine. I don't need anything. I don't need anything. Then the Bali Maharaj, he was saying, oh, you are looking like a learned brahmachari, but you don't know anything. You're foolish. You should beg something. How you will maintain your life? How will you beg? And I'm Bali, I'm the master of the three worlds. I give you one planet if you want. If you want, I can give you one girl to marry. I can give you gold. I can give you everything. Ask. And ask so much, you will never ask again. Then the Vamana, they said, no, I just give me 3 steps of land. He's such a cheater, Vishnu. He appeared very small, with small feet. Just according to my measurement, give me 3 steps of land. Then Bali said, what is with the 3 steps? You cannot even sit there. What to speak of live there? This is not proper. You don't know what to ask. You should ask properly. Vamana, then he said, no. He said here, if I'm not satisfied with these 3 steps of land, then I will also not be satisfied if I get the 7 islands, the whole planet, I will be not satisfied. So it's fine with that. It's fine with that. And here, that is wonderful teaching here. He said this, Pungso yang saksmriteya hetur asantosho artakamayoho yadrichayopapanena santosho muktaye smrita. If someone is not satisfied, he has to be born again. No way out. If you're not satisfied, means you have desires, you have to come to this world again. And this is here. This is sangsrite hetu. This is the cause of samsara. Cause of samsara is because I'm not satisfied. So as long as we're not satisfied, we have to come again into this world. There is no way out. And on the other hand, yadrichayopapanena, one who is satisfied with what comes by itself, he Santosha Mukta Smrita. He is fit for mukti, for liberation. Just this small thing. When I read this, I was just like shocked. Wow, what is that teaching? To be satisfied gives you liberation. To be unsatisfied binds you to this world. This is very deep, actually, very deep. So he gave these teachings to Bali Maharaj. Then he finally said, okay, therefore, a Brahmin should be satisfied with that. If a Brahmin wants more, his effulgence becomes less, his power becomes less. He should not be greedy. Just give me these 3 steps of land. Then Bali Maharaj said, okay, if you want this, if this is your desire, I promise I give you these 3 steps land. Then Shukracharya came, the guru. He said, oh, you don't know. This is not a brahmachari. This is Sakshat Vishnu. This is directly Vishnu himself. He will take, Shukracharya knows future. He said, with 1 step, he will take the whole world. With 2 steps, he will take the whole universe. Then what will give us a 3rd step? Shukracharya told him already before. He said to him before, you will lose everything. This is Vishnu, you don't know Vishnu. He's Hari. Means he's a thief. He will take everything. So don't give him. Then Shukracharya quoted also from Shastra. He's also Acharya. If you promise something, but you did not say Om, you can break your promise. Shastra, I dig out from Shastra this promise. If your life is in danger, if your wealth is in danger, you can break your promise. Just don't worry. Then Bali Maharaj said, yes, Gurudev, whatever you say is true, but I cannot do that. If one Brahmin comes to my house and I promise something, how can I break my word? My grandfather is Prahlad Maharaj. How can I do it? It's such a dynasty. I cannot do that. And if he is Vishnu, very nice. I mean, Vishnu is coming to me to beg. That is I'm very happy. And also he said, if he is Vishnu and he will take everything from me, what is the problem? Death will take anything from me. If Vishnu will take it, it's better for me. If death will take everything from me, I mean from us, from me, from you, from everyone, death will take everything. So better I give it for a good purpose before. That is more glorious. That's 1,000 times better. Then Shukracharya became angry. I said, and he cursed him. You will lose everything. You will fall down from your position. Everything you will lose. Then Bali Maharaj, no change. He fixed. So he took some water to make sankalpa. Took some water and when he wanted to pour the water, no water coming out. Then he took one kusha grass and was cleaning the outlet. And Shukracharya, he took a small form and was blocking the outlet so that he cannot do sankalpa. So with the kusha, he pierced his eye. Now you can see Shukracharya's pictures, always one bloody eye is there. He pierced one eye. Then he made a sankalpa. Then he washed the feet of Vamana. He did everything. And then Vamana, he manifested his universal form. Suddenly he could see that he's not a brahmachari, not a dwarf. He could see all the manifestation, all the rivers. Like Arjuna saw on the battlefield, same form suddenly appeared. And all the demons also saw, and all the rishis, all who came, all saw this wonderful form. And then Vamana became Trivikrama. Just become Urukrama, 3 steps, thus after. He made a big step. One big step he made, he covered the whole earth planet. Such cheetah is Krishna, no? He make this. Why he can appear also as a giant? Why he appears as a dwarf? But it's cheating. So he appeared, took one step, took the whole earth planet. Then he made a second step. With the second step, he came up to Satyaloka, to Brahma's planet. Brahma was thinking sunrise is there because the lotus toenails of Vaman came. There's so much light. Then he pierced also the universe. This Viraja river came inside, washed his feet, became Ganga. Brahma took some water in his kamandalu, also did abhishek to the lotus feet. Then 2 steps he took. With 2 steps he took everything. Then he became, he said to Bali Maharaj, so what now? I took everything. Then he ordered to Garuda, bind him. So they bind also Bali. Bali Maharaj did not do anything wrong. He is a devotee, first of all. That is, Prahlad Maharaja's dynasty is very wonderful. No? First is Hiranyakashipu, biggest demon. His son is Prahlad, the biggest devotee. His son is Virochana. Again, he did not become a devotee. He was more materialistic. And his son is a Bali. Again, become a devotee, but all accepting Shukracharya as the guru, demon's guru. They never fight against that. But inside they are devotees. Outside they are demons. Bali Maharaj was collecting all the demons and conquered heaven. But inside he's a devotee. Pure devotee. So then Garuda still, he ordered to Garuda, Vishnu, you bind him. So they bound him with one snake rope. Then Bali was completely bound up. Cannot do anything. Then Vamana asked him, so you promised me 3 steps where I will put my 3rd step. You broke your word. You are so proud of your dynasty. You are so, we never break a word. You broke your word. He's testing his Lord and his devotee. That is very sweet relationship, but still the Lord is testing him. You see, Bali Maharaj, he lost the 3 worlds. If we lose 500 euro, how we feel? Just feel the realization. Or you lose your car or something, or lose your house. But he lost 3 worlds. So you can imagine how much is there inside. And one thing, his guru cursed him. But his guru is also not ordinary. His guru gave life to him. To such a person, he rejected him also. Even he gave him his life again. Bali Maharaj rejected his guru for Vishnu's bhakti. So in such a situation, his guru cursed him. What worse can happen? Guru cursed him. You lose everything what you have. You are bound up, humiliated in front of all. Lord is chastising you. Can you imagine? It's incredible what kind of consciousness Bali Maharaj had. How much suffering you must do, no? In such a situation. But he lost all his effulgence, Bali Maharaj, but his mind was fully fixed. Nothing changed. Fully fixed on Vishnu. And then Vishnu said to him, you broke your promise. Where will I put my 3rd step? Then Bali Maharaj is Kshatriya. Kshatriya, if you press them, still mind is working properly. Then he said, where is your third foot? You have only 2 feet. He also challenged to him. Kshatriya, no, he's bound up, he's nothing to, but still he is attacking. Where is your third foot? You have nothing. Then Vamana from his navel, third foot came also out. Therefore he's Trivikram. His name is Trivikram because he has 3 feet. Because you cannot challenge the Supreme Lord. He's unlimited. So a third foot from the navel came a third foot. Then he asked, no, where I will put this one? Then Bali Maharaj said, I did not surrender myself, you put on my head. So Vamana, he put the third step on his head. Fully surrendered everything he gave. And then Brahma appeared. His wife appeared also. The demons want to protect their king, they want to fight, but nobody could fight. There was Garuda and all, Nanda, Sunanda, all Vishnu Dutas were there. Nobody can fight them. Then Bali stopped them. They will all die. Then his wife came also, Bali Maharaj's wife. She prayed also to the Supreme Lord. What you have done is very nice. You are really well-wisher. My husband, he was thinking he is the master of the 3 worlds. You took away this from him. And Bali Maharaj himself also realized, and Prahlad Maharaj came. He's like, so a shining personality came. Then Bali Maharaj, he cannot even give obeisances. He felt so bad. Every time when Prahlad Maharaj come to his place, his grandfather, he's like guru, he wash his feet, he do the puja. Now he cannot do anything. He felt so bad. Then Prahlad Maharaj also spoke the same. Oh yes, you have done. The Lord is taking away. If devotees become proud, Vishnu will take away. In purport, Srila Prabhupada also quoting, Yasyaham anugrinami harishatadhanam shanai. If somebody I favor specially, I will take everything from him. I make him a beggar in the street, take away the money, then if you have no money, then friends will also leave you, and then only one friend will remain, that is Supreme Lord himself. So that is the mercy of the Lord to his devotees. Then Brahma came, Lord Brahma came. Then he said, he is your devotee. Why you please release him? You showed everything. You showed the whole world what is the quality of your devotee. You please release him. Then Vishnu released him. And Vishnu said to Bali Maharaj, he was very pleased. And nobody can pass this test, such a test. Bali Maharaj, with full consciousness, he passed this test. And then Vamandev said to him, you will become Indra next. When the next Manu will come, you will become Indra. Because you want, Krishna fulfills all desires. Bali wanted to be Indra, but not with the right means, by fighting. So Vishnu fulfilled. Next Manvanta, you will become Indra. Means the future. Then it's in the future, it's not yet. And now you will go to Sutala Loka, I will give you one planet there. This is more beautiful than heaven, more opulence than heaven is there. You will stay there. Prahlad Maharaj will also stay there, and I will also stay there. I will come there, I will be the guard at the door. Who has the Supreme Lord as a guard? This is a low job, no? This is not a high position to be guard at the door, but the Supreme Lord, I will go there. So then all went to Sutala Loka, and there is no influence of any demons. Vishnu said, my chakra will not allow any bad influence there. There is no fear of death, there's nothing, there's pure enjoyment. You will be happy there. Then Vamanadev, he went. Vishnu went as a door guard. Then Lakshmi also was worrying, where's my husband? After some time, he did not return home. Lakshmi is worrying, where's my husband? Then she listened, he's in Sutala Loka. What he's doing in this down, no? It's below the earth. So Lakshmi came also. Then she came to Sutala Loka and saw her husband is there. And then Vishnu said, I cannot go, I promised, I stay here. Cannot break my word. Then Lakshmi Devi went to Bali Maharaj, begging. Lakshmi went begging to Bali Maharaj and said, please, give me back my husband. Then Bali Maharaj said, that is so wonderful. I'm the only person to whom Vishnu comes begging, And Lakshmi also comes begging. No other person in this universe is there where both come begging. Even Lakshmi, to whom she will go begging? She is the goddess of wealth, but she came begging for her husband. Then this is the glory of the Vaishnavas. Even Lakshmi comes begging to him. Vishnu comes begging to him. And he is ready to give everything, passed all the tests. So many nice teachings inside this. We had no time to go into detail. This is glories of Bali Maharaj and Vamana Dev. Mostly, if you see Bhagavatam, glories of the devotees are given. More than the glories of the Supreme Lord even. Here also, why Vamana Dev treated Bali Maharaj so bad? To show how is the devotee, what he can tolerate. And one who is worshipping Krishna, all good qualities will come to him. All demigods will sit in the heart because Krishna will sit in the heart. All demigods will also sit in the heart. All good qualities will also automatically manifest. And one who is not Hari's Bhakta, Bhagavatam says what good qualities he has. He's just riding on the chariot of his mind. Whatever good quality he has, but the mind will make it zero. Shri Vamana Deva ki Jai, Shri Vamana Dvadasi ki Jai, Shri Bali Maharaj ki Jai, Shri Gurudeva ki Jai, Shri Jiva Goswami Pada ki Jai, Srimad Bhagavatam Grantha ki Jai, Shri Bhagavad Kata Katam Shravankari Bhakta Brinda ki Jai, Gourpremanande, Haribol. Yes. In one mat in Puri, one sannyasi there, when after Arati we do Jai, Jadvani, who was not saying Jai, he did not get any prasadam. Yes, therefore I'm happy. I hope I have enough prasadam. Many guests came today. It's little, did not expect so many, but it's a Ekadashi, it's a fasting day, so please don't be angry with me. We have some things, we can offer something more. Krishna arranged many things, I guess so. So, thank you for coming and listening. This is the main thing. This Harikatha will clean the heart. If you hear this Harikatha, that will make you happy also, and also drive out all the things. And we hope Vamana Dev, she shall also appear in our heart. And Bali Maharaj and do their lila there, and then all bad things will go from the heart. Main thing, we don't have to do anything to purify ourselves. Just listen about Krishna. This is the main thing. Then no need to do anything else. This is the most efficient way. On Ekadashi, it's 100 times more, 1,000 times more. So that's good to come. We will do now Arati. I will see, maybe prepare some small offering. Maybe you can do little kirtan. And just 5 minutes or something, I will prepare a little the offering. And Gourpremanande, Shri Gurudeva ki Jai.